It is 35 after the hour. We are talking to our city attorney, Carmen Trutanich. And, Nooch, you have a program, the ACE ordinance, I guess it is, called the Administrative Code Enforcement. That's the acronym, ACE. And there is a lot of discussion about it, debate back and forth on whether it's a good idea or not. It's something that you are a champion of. Describe the administrative code enforcement and talk about how it would apply in the city and why it's a good idea.
Okay. This is an idea that I came up with early on when I became city attorney, in trying to coordinate and better organize our code enforcement program. Right now, you get an order to comply, and you get fined by the particular department that has given you that order to comply, and that money goes back into that department. And sort of they get to beat their own drum, if you will. This is a program that when I came up with it, I shared it with other cities, and now San Diego has it. It's working just fine. Santa Monica has it. It's working just fine. And there are other cities up Northern California that have employed the same administrative code enforcement program. In essence, what it is it creates a self-funded administrative citation alternative to the practice of criminally prosecuting public health and safety notices to comply, broken windows type of citations that are handed out by different departments. The money would give me an alternative to I shouldn't say the money. The program would give me an alternative as opposed to going criminal on cases. Because right now, what happens if you don't pay that department, or if you get a number of tickets from a department and refuse to cooperate with them, they refer it to me for criminal prosecution. This gives the citizen due process from the get-go. That means you get one of these citations, you will be given a notice just like a traffic ticket, and you'll have an opportunity to either admit liability or deny it, go in front of a court, and have your ticket heard just like a traffic ticket. And then a judge, an administrative law judge, will impose what compliance methods need to be done, or if you need to do what the citation says, and or a fine, or you won't get any fine. But it gives the citizens an opportunity to be heard on these violations. And in addition to that, it would be self-funding, because all the revenues would come out, all the money.
So the money from the fines would pay for the program.
Exactly. And any additional monies that are raised, and I believe that there'll be substantial additional monies, won't go back to the individual departments, but will go to the general fund so that the council, the body, the legislative body of this city, can decide where that money should best be placed in order to produce its biggest impact. So it's not going to. You're not going to get a bunch of people out there writing tickets. Because, one, we don't have that many people out right now. Anyway, we're laying everybody off.
Or they're being investigated by the FBI.
We can talk about that later.
Yeah.
But the minor code will be able to correct the violations without the risk of having a criminal sanction being imposed upon them. They'll have a judge who's an administrative law judge be able to tell them this is what you need to do. And it keeps these things out of the court because, listen, it costs $5,000 more than that, probably $9,000 a day to keep a courtroom open. And if you've been to the courthouses and you see the lines in the morning around the court, well, look, we don't need to clog our courts with these types of cases. So let's get them out of the courts, get them into an administrative hearing program, get these things handled, and give the legislative body of the city, the council, the opportunity to take any monies that are made from this and put them to work smartly.